To set up templates that can be used on the daily report, go to Administration and then scroll down and look for the Welfare Templates Management. So let's add a new template to our existing ones. I can add a template for sections or enclosures or for animals. So I'm going to name my template and then I'm going to describe the purpose. Both the template name and the purpose will be displayed on the daily report. So I've got my purpose here. The next thing I'm going to do is attach a file which will also be displayed on the daily report for the users. So I'm going to attach an infographic from Waza that describes the 5 domains for managing animal welfare. This image is larger than how I would like it to be displayed on the daily report, so I'm going to reduce the size to 25% here. Next, I'm going to assign my template to some animals. Please note that there's a how-to video on how to assign a template to each of those different categories. I can type an animal's ID number, name, or I can simply scroll down and find the animal on the list. Please note that when assigning a template to individuals, that we currently only support assigning animals as individuals to a single template. Once you assign the animals, you will select which measurements, notes, and checklists that you would like to add. So let's add a measurement. So I'm going to select food offered, I'm going to select the units, I'm going to select grams, and then I'm going to add a frequency. There's also a detailed how-to video on how to set frequencies and reminders. So I have a default time of 8 a.m. I'm going to add a second time and use my slide bar and select a second time for 4 p.m. Next I'm going to add a reminder and I'm just going to leave it set for 15 minutes beforehand. The measurements that I'm adding are coming from a list of measurements that I previously have created. If you need to add a new measurement, just select Add Measurement at the bottom and you can create that. For this example, I'm going to select Food Left and choose the same units. You can add notes and instructions. These notes and instructions will be displayed on the daily report on the form. You can use calculated measurements to display information such as the total amount of food that an animal has eaten. So I'm going to create a calculated measurement for that. So I'm going to give this calculated measurement a name. Then for my formula, I'm going to select from my current list of measurements. Then I'll choose from my drop down here the proper units, and I'm going to subtract that from my other measurement, food left. I'm going to select my units again and then choose the unit that I want this to be displayed in. Then I'll test the formula. And that works as expected, so I'm going to save this. Next, I'm going to select a couple of notes that I would like to be included on my template. I'm going to select diet and make that required. and I'm going to select a second note. Now if you don't see a note type that you want to use, if you have the permission, you can add a new type of note. You could even get specific if you want to and call it something like Kangaroo Notes. I'm not going to do that, so I'll just cancel. Instead, I'm going to select Enrichment, something that we make notes on frequently. The last part of creating your template is to add any template checklist that you would like. You can search for existing templates or add your own. There is another how-to video on creating a template checklist. I'm going to select an existing checklist for training. You can select for the template if it's a single select or a multiple select. Once you've created your template, make sure to save and you're ready to set goals. Contact me with any comments or questions, Dave@animalcaresoftware.com.